Hi student, SPK Penabu Jakarta. Now we are learning about acid. Basic competence. Describe the concept of mixture and pure substance. Physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical change in our daily life. Definition of acid. Any substance that in water solution tastes sour. Change the color of certain indicator. Example, reddens blue litmus paper. Reacts with some metals. Example, iron, to liberate hydrogen. Reacts bases to form salts. Rules for acid naming. Rules for acid naming does not contain oxygen. The prefix hydro and the suffix ic are then added to the root name of an ion. Example, HF, which contains the iron fluoride, is called hydrofluoric acid. HCl, which contains the iron chloride, is called hydrochloric acid. HBr, which contains the iron bromide, is called hydrobromic acid. H2S, which contains the iron sulfide, is called hydrosulfuric acid. HCN, which contains the iron cyanide, is called hydrocyanic acid. An acid that contains oxygen or a compound that is contain oxygen. Rules for naming acid contain oxygen. If the name of the polyatomic anion ended with ATA, change it into IC for the acid. And if it ended with ITE, change it into OUS in the acid. Example, H2CO3, which contains the polyatomic ion carbonate, is called carbonic acid. H2SO3, which contains the polyatomic ion sulfide, is called sulfurous acid. H2SO4, which contains the polyatomic ion sulfate, is called sulfuric acid. HNO3, which contains the polyatomic ion nitrate, is called nitric acid. H3PO4, which contains the polyatomic phosphate, is called phosphoric acid. Physical properties of acid. Taste. Generally, acid tastes sour. Corrosive. Acids are corrosive, so that when the acid touches the skin will feel stinging and sore. Reactivity. Acid reacts quickly with metals like zinc, magnesium, iron by producing hydrogen gas. In this picture, we can identify there is a hydrogen gas is produced from that reaction by bringing fire to the cylinder. The presence of hydrogen gas is proved by the production of explosive sound when approached by fire. Acid reacts with carbonate compound and produce carbon dioxide gas. Example: calcium carbonate is reacted by chlorate acid, produce carbon dioxide, which is characterized by apparent gas bubble. Acid reacts with base to produce salt through neutralization reaction. Example: chlorate acid reacts with sodium hydroxide, produce salt. Electrical conductivity. Acids in electrolyte substance, the substance when it dissolves in water, will produce a solution that conducts electric current. pH, acidity. Acid has pH below 7. Color change in litmus paper. Redens blue litmus paper and do not change the color of red litmus paper. Strong acid and weak acid. A strong acid is one that is completely dissociated or ionized in an aqueous solution. Example of strong acid: iodic acid, Hi. Hydrogen bromide, HBr. Hydrochloric acid, HCl. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Strong acid and weak acid. A weak acid is an acid that partially dissociates into its ion in aqueous solution or water. Example: most of organic acid like formic acid, HCOOH, and acetic acid, CH3COOH. Nitrous acid, HNO2. Sulfuric acid, H2SO3. In this picture, we can see weak acid causes the bulb dimmer, strong acid causing the bulb brighter. Acidification is a pollution process caused of ammonia and H3, sulfur dioxide, SO2, nitrogen oxide on air is finally converted into acid rain. Acid rain is known to cause damage to forests and lakes. Acid rain can indirectly cause damage to water quality, coastal ecosystem, historical building, land, or metal. The use of acid. Acid can be easily found around us, such as in food, body, and various objects that we use every day. For example, lactic acid in milk, carbonate acid in soda, malic acid in apple, citric acid in orange. All acids found in food are weak acid. In our body is also produced chloric acid, which includes strong acid that function for digestion of food to kill bacteria. Meanwhile, in other applications, sulfuric acid is used as a charged battery charger. The use of acid in some application. Chloric acid clean metal surface before coating. Sulfuric acid as an electrolyte solution in batteries, mixed plastic, and fertilizer. Nitric acid, mixed fertilizer and explosive. Vinegar acid, food preservative. Phosphoric acid, make fertilizer.